Hello, it's Danielle here, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. So I'm going to put together a 12 by 12 layout, and I'm scrap lifting a Create with Alison sort of layout, because she's celebrating a like a big milestone. She's celebrating 250 subscribers. So this month is going to be like a big kind of YouTube hop she's doing. So yeah, it's really lovely, and she's such a nice person. So it's just, you know, and she makes the most amazing layout. So it's really cool, really lovely thing for her to ask me to be part of. So yeah, so I'm going to be putting together a layout, and I'm scrap lifting. I went through all of her layouts on her Instagram, and I was trying to find one that I want, because there's so many that were so lovely, so I was like, I was struggling to find just one, but I decided I'm going to scrap lift this one, which is really cute. I mean, I don't have cut files, but what I'm kind of more interested in is this kind of sort of strips of paper across. I really like the idea of like a photograph and then sort of like a speech bubble or something, like a big die cut or something next to it. So yeah, just like a kind of splashy background. So this is the one I've chosen. Also, you know, cats, why not? So cute. So yeah, so I thought this is going to be the one I'm going to pick, which is really fab. So I'm going to use the Maggie Holmes garden party kit as well to make this layout, because again, like, just the colours in this layout, this kind of the blue, the turquoise, the pink, yellow, it all really works nicely with the colours in this layout too. So I wanted to kind of keep the colour palette very similar too. So yeah, so, and also plus it just gives me an excuse to play with this, because I've I bought a couple of bits and pieces when it first came out, and I just haven't got around to doing it with all like the printables and all the madness that's been going on in my Etsy store. Of like, raw, it's all been a bit, yeah, crazy. There's been no time to play with other people's stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to do that today. What I will also do is put in the sort of description below the video the sort of list of people that are involved in the hop, so you can kind of make sure that you kind of hit all the participants and all their YouTube channels, and then basically at the end you kind of go back to Create with Alison's YouTube channel, and then you can kind of be entered into a draw to win one of two $25 gift cards to Scrapbook Nerd. So yeah, it's a really lovely thing that she's doing. So yeah, so very exciting. I'm going to just sort of go nuts with this. I've pulled out all the die cuts because I might like to layer up some bits and pieces behind a photo. I've got these as well, just because these are really cute. There's some nice florals in here and stuff, so I might sort of tuck some bits and pieces behind. And then I've just got like a whole bunch of pretty papers, you know, so I can do, I'm thinking I'm going to just like do strips out of these kinds of things. So there's so much yum, like, you know, I've got the big florals. Oh, so beautiful. So yeah, I think that's the plan anyway. So I'm going to go away and make some decisions, chop up some strips, and then when I come back I'll also decide on a photograph to use for this layout. I've already sort of dripped some watercolour little split spots on some paper there, so they're kind of already on there, and then I'm just going to kind of layer up in the centre and work from here. So yeah, stick around, and I'll be back in a mo once I've kind of pulled all this apart and decided how I want to stack it all up. Okay, alright then, see you in a mo. Bye. Okay, and I'm back, and I've trimmed up all the papers that I want to use in this. So I think I've just got one more than here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I've just got one more than's here. Part of me is wondering whether, because this is obviously cut out on like a maybe like a die cut or something, so it's got this kind of cool pattern to it. I'm wondering whether I might fringe mine, because that's, you know, something very easy to do. So I could fringe and layer them, and that might just give them that kind of extra sort of texture sort of feel. So that's kind of an option. As this is a cat layout, I'm adding in a picture of my cat, so I've got that. I've kept it quite a sort of white, kind of clear, simple photograph, because obviously this is all quite busy, so I want to kind of keep that as sort of white as possible, to just kind of drag that kind of back into the layout so it doesn't look so busy. I did find this, because there's the two sort of elements here, I found that, which is quite nice, that kind of has this turquoisey colour in it and drags in some of the green as well, so I quite liked that. And if you see kind of, there's this reef, circular reef, I found a little sort of oval frame in the die cuts, so I quite liked the idea of having that with maybe my title in. I'm undecided on the title yet. I should try and leave that sort of stuff right till the very end, once the whole thing's kind of finished, and then I kind of get a feel for what I want to kind of say. But there's just so many cute little bits and pieces, so you know, like I can add in, that's quite cute actually, like add in like the yellow, you know, kind of pull in some of the other colours from the papers. So I'm going to kind of drag in some yellow, this kind of darker green, pink, you know, kind of just make sure that all those things are kind of added in the mix. So there's so many lovely things in here. It's like some pretty transparencies and stuff, so I'll have a bit of a rummage through this, and then also not forgetting that I've got this kind of lovely collection of stuff. I might even be able to get my title out of here somewhere, because there's like beautiful sunshine, like you are so loved, like hello lovely, sweet. So there's a few nice things in here, nice sentiments, and then again in here we've got like a hello wonderful, that you shine is enormous, so it's going to be out of the running, but like there's a love and like a hugs and kisses there, so there's some cute bits in here too. So you know, I might be able to pull a title out of that, but failing that, I've got, you know, alphas coming out my ears, so I'm sure I can find some alphas that will work if not. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. But yeah, so what I might do next is perhaps go away and sort of frill these up, because what I'm thinking is if I frill these, then what I can do is kind of raise them up and then tuck each one underneath it. So that'd be quite cute. Another option, if you were kind of going to scraplift this go a bit sort of scraplift inception with it, then you could kind of almost, the other option I kind of liked was sort of doing it kind of sort of zigzaggy and having like the white showing through. I quite liked that kind of look as well, like having it kind of mishmashed, rather than it being sort of quite uniform. Obviously if I do the frills, then I need it to kind of be fairly sort of straight so that you can't see the kind of where I stop, because that'll kind of tuck in behind each one. So yeah, I think that's the plan. So I'm going to go away and frill these bad boys up, and then when I come back I will then have a little ponder on, I'll want to obviously raise these up on foam pads, just to kind of again get that kind of break from the background to the foreground, because I don't have the die cut, so that just kind of will give that break between the two. And then yeah, I'll just have a little think about what other kind of things I want to bring into it, whether or not I want to layer some different papers behind this photograph again to kind of have that separation between the two. I think that might work quite well. And there is a black and white polka dot in that paper, which again, white around a white photo will just sort of give that separation. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. The only other thing I did sort of think was like, there's bits of black in here, and I'm wondering whether I should have done a black splashy background. So well, I'm gonna frill these up, and then I'm just gonna have a little think. What I might do is splash some black ink on a piece of cardstock too, and then see what the two look like, and then make a decision on whether I prefer having like the turquoise and pink, or whether I prefer having the black in, because it will just draw in the black from the other bits of paper. And also if I decide to use black alphas for my title, it will just bring it all in together again. I don't like having black on a layout if I don't have other black elements in there somewhere, because I feel like it looks a bit, well, you really notice it. So yeah, it just kind of really draws your attention to these bits, so I need to kind of have some other bits of black in there. So yeah, that's my brain. So I'll go away anyway, and come back in a second, and we'll go from there. If you're new to this, by the way, and me from this hop, you know, good luck, because I do this. I change my mind a lot. So yeah, welcome. I'll be back in a mo. Okay, bye. Okay, and I'm back, and I've fringed all the papers now. So I just did it with like a tiny little pair of scissors. Just need some little sort of small sharp scissors, and then just kind of cut nearly to the edge but not all the way. And yeah, you don't need like a craft knife or anything like that. You can just do it with the scissors, really, you know. And then what I need to do is then just sort of layer them up. I have decided to use a black background after I flipped this one over, and I really preferred the kind of triangles, the black and white. So yeah, I'm going to add more black into this layout as well, just to kind of keep it all ticking along. So yes, that's all sort of sorted. I just need to kind of glue those down now, and then I'm going to start working on my photograph layering and how to kind of put these bits on top. I found this which is really cute, which says Sunshine on My Mind, and I really like that actually could work really nicely with this photograph, because the reason that she's here, I mean, I made this whole like bed up against the window level because she's sort of super nosy and likes to look outside all the time, so I made this like comfortable bed area for her to sort of lie down on and look out the window, but for reasons only known to her, she lies on this like hard bit of the cabinet and just sort of stretches her body out. I mean, the sun does shine down on her, so she sort of, yeah, I kind of like the sunshine on my mind because she sort of lies there and then the sun comes through the windows and she just sort of stretches right out. So yeah, I thought that worked quite nicely with that, and also because it's got that little bit of shine to it, I'll try and find, I think I've got a few like little bits and pieces. I might have like a gold paper clip or something like that, so I can just bring in a bit more gold into the layout too. So yes, that's the kind of plan. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll go away and I'll glue these down, and then I'll start looking about how I want to layer up my photograph and kind of deal with this kind of section. And then at the very end, then I'll just need to work out like where I'm going to put my journaling. I have these as well, which are quite cute, which just sort of have these little kind of conversation starters, which are really lovely. So I could always do like a, you know, you are, you know, amazing or something like that. So yeah, so I've got a few sort of hello friend, you know, I've got a few options here with this too. So I just need to do that, and then just sort of pop a date down somewhere as well. So yeah, I'll be back in a mo. I'll just glue these down and rough up the edges a little bit, so it's sort of, you know, you can kind of see the fringe, and yeah, and then we'll go from there. Okay, bye. Okay, so everything's all glued down now, and I've sort of ruffled up the edges. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. It looks really quite cute. So yeah, so that's all ruffled up. And then next on my list will be to layer some papers behind this one. I'm thinking I've got this polka dot, which is sort of like slightly off-white sort of background, so I might sort of use some of that. And then also I cut out like a bunch of these. This was a paper that had just like loads of tickets all over it, so I might like also grab like some cute sort of tickety bits and pieces and sort of layer some things up behind the photo as well, to just kind of bump that up. And then I'm going to use I've got some foam somewhere in here, yeah, so I'll just raise that up on some foam, and then I will have a fiddle with this to try and get this in some sort of order. So yes, and then yeah, I just need to worry about my journaling. So yeah, we're nearly there now. So I'll just go away and pop some bits and pieces behind this. Like I say, I'm just going to use sort of the stuff from the ephemera, so even like some of these bits might be quite cute. I could just sort of trim that off. But there's lots of like little noted bits. I'm just trying to create like some interest behind it, so it's not just sort of just a photograph on its own, and that will kind of just jazz things up a little bit. And then I might try and find like a little label here that's got the date stamp on it, which is cute, just because I don't have this sort of interest, so I'm going to try and create it through some layering behind the photo. And then I've still got this little kind of guy to work with, and then trying to mirror the journaling sort of maybe down here, and then also there's these little hearts and stars knocking around. So I've got these are the puffies from Garden Party, and there's some tiny little hearts and things that I might kind of use almost like enamel dots. Failing that, also in here are little hearts too, so, and some butterflies, so maybe I'll do some sort of butterflies and hearts sort of knocking around as well. So that's the kind of plan there. So yeah, I'll go away and I'll layer up my photo, and then when I come back we'll just kind of go through the finishing touches. All right, back in a mo. Bye. Okay, and I'm back, and I have layered up this little guy with just a couple of bits and pieces. I found a gold little paper clip, so I've just sort of added that on, and then just kind of layered up some of the sort of tickety bits and pieces, and just kind of chopped some in half and things just to kind of bump this up. So I've just got some foam stuck on the back of it, oops, so I can pop it on here. And then I can sort of layer my pieces together. I'm not going to properly push it down yet. I'm just going to kind of place it roughly where I kind of want it to go. And then this one, I just stapled that Sunshine on My Mind on, just so if I put any glue on it or anything, then it would probably show through. So yeah, I've just kind of stapled that on there. But what I'm thinking is I might kind of do like a little kind of cascade where on here we've got the photo and the title and then the journaling, because I'm not going to add that much journaling actually to this, because I'm not really a big journaler unless I'm doing like spreads in sort of binders and things. So what I'm thinking is kind of setting them off kilter from each other slightly, and then I found this little guy which is very cute. I'm thinking I might just sort of tuck in here, so I've got a 1, 2, 3 kind of higgledy-piggledy, and then kind of pop just a little kind of bit on here. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to pop this guy underneath the other one. So I've just put a little bit of foam on here. Oops. So I just kind of need to do this at the same time so I don't mess it up, but I want that raised up. So, oops. Yes, I just got to try to, whoops. Everything's kind of glued, so it's a little bit precarious. Do like a 1, 2, 3. So let's do 1. Oops. 2. Ooh, things a bit sticky. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got the title, and then the photo, and then yeah, just this little guy, which I think I might sort of just kind of hook up the edges a little bit. So I'll pop him under there. I won't raise that one up, I'll just glue that down flat. Whoops. This is all trying to come out of their pot. Yes, so let's just sort of slide that underneath there, so it's kind of going that way. I did wonder about like adding another little thing. I've got that bow here, so I'm just going to add, I just added a couple of little tiny little foam squares to that to kind of pop that on the top there, which is cute. I've just again kind of just flicked up the edges, and then I'm kind of just trying to check that I've got, you know, these little bits of kind of yellow hinted around the place, got the little bits of pink, so I'm just trying to make sure that those kind of colours and elements are all there, so I'm kind of mirroring the sketch as much as possible. So I was just going to possibly add some little bits in here, wasn't I? So we've got think you are awesome. Got a little hello friend. And then we've got a little bit of Yeah, let's go with, we've got UR separately there, so that might be quite nice to do like a little U. Oh, awesome. So that's quite cute. Did wonder about kind of tucking extra bits in, but and I did sort of have that little fox, which I thought was quite cute, but I haven't got any other orange in here, so I'm sort of loath to add in an extra colour. But that's kind of that. I might just pop that. I've put the date stamp up here, but I might just pop it again down there too. Just to kind of add to the oops, mix. Okay. Cute. Okay, and then I have those butterflies. So I can get this out. It's sort of hooked up on itself. There we go. Yeah, so I've got some cute little bits and pieces here. So let's just get this sketch over. See what we've got going on. There's a little bit of pink here, so what I might just do is just pop him on some foam. I do this sometimes with stickers, you know, just because it's a sticker doesn't mean that it has to be flat. You can, you know, you can always pop a little bit of foam underneath them as well. There's no reason why you can't just do that, just to kind of give yourself that little bit of kind of shadow behind something. So, got that little guy there like he's flying away. What else have we got here? I've got some little hearts. Should use my tweezers really, sort of. Because sometimes when you have big fingers in the way, it's sort of hard to see. Got my giant fingers. What else have we got? The yellow. Trying to just make sure I add in more of that yellow into the mix too, because I want to make sure that, you know, there's some yellow knocking around. Cute. It's also lovely. I mean, you could get totally crazily carried away, couldn't you? Just start sticking everything down. Oh dear. But yeah, sometimes it's just about, you know, having a little play. And just kind of seeing how you feel, really. Cute. Also have these little puffies too. So I could do like some micros. Pop. Oops. That's pretty cute. Actually, that's could do like 2 on 1 there though. Cute, cute, cute. That's very sweet. But yeah, this is what I mean. You could just end up adding stuff for ages. But it's fun. Do you like adding bits? With a little cake. I mean, that paper is gorgeous, the one with the little cakes. It's so, so sweet. Let's just pop you, tuck you behind the ticket. There we go. So yeah, I think I'll I'll call it a day because yeah, like I say, you can go kind of mad and end up just covering everything in stickers. I'm just gonna just trying to bend up those edges a little bit. I kind of like to just rough things up a tiny bit so it doesn't all look so perfect. It's just nice to have, again, these sort of things all kind of create that, just that little bit of kind of layering, and sort of just, you know, it's nice to see the layers, and when you bend up the paper edges you just kind of notice it a little bit more. I don't really sort of mind if things look sort of a little bit bendy. It's all just cute. So there we go. That's my my layout there. So yeah, this is my sort of hop for the for Alison's Create with Alison's sort of Instagram YouTube hop that she's doing. So this is just a scrap lift of one of her layouts. So yes, I really liked that layout. I thought it was super cute. So yeah, I really wanted to kind of make something similar to it. So I think I've kind of got pretty close, you know, big photo, big title. I just kind of added in that little bit of journaling there instead. But yeah, it's super sweet. So yeah, I'll pop the hop list in below in the description, and yeah, you can hop along, and then when you get back to Alison's YouTube, then just make sure to enter into the draw there, and that will get you, hopefully, fingers crossed, a ticket, a gift card for $25 for Scrapbook Nerd. So how cool is that? Yeah, lovely stuff. And yeah, definitely subscribe to Create with Alison's YouTube. She's got lovely videos on there, and yeah, just really nice stuff. So definitely check her out. And obviously, if you want to subscribe to my channel as well, feel free. Okay, I'll leave it there. Lots of love to you all. Take care, guys, and I'll be back again soon with another something. Okay, and in the meantime, yeah, lots of love. Okay, bye.